When you donate to the Habitat Restore, you do more than just clear out stuff from your home or office. By donating it to the Restore, you can help build a new home for someone in need. The donation is tax deductible, and they will even come pick it up from you. Check out the Restore for yourself, located behind the Richmond Mall or on Facebook.
Welcome to another edition of WBON-TV's Musical Musings. I'm Marissa Hempel, and I'm here with Brett Noland from Estill County. Welcome to the show, Brett.
I sure appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
So you are like the nicest person ever. I have to tell you guys this. Poor Brett showed up yesterday. We had to change our schedule. Everything was just a mess. And then he came today and was very patient. So have you always been so easygoing is my first question.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ain't no sense in getting tore up about anything.
And that's kind of the Estill County way. I'm meeting a lot of people from Estill County, and I'm loving it. It's very laid back, even Central Kentucky in general. So I'm down. So, Brett, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I just recently graduated from EKU with a history major and an Appalachian Studies minor. Graduated this past May with honors, summa cum laude, and all that stuff. And after I've got out, I decided to try to focus on my music career and try to do it full time and just kind of see where it takes me. We just now got our new album out this past March, and it's called Brett Noland When the Mighty Falls.
Right, so you do solo and you also have a band, correct?
Yeah, sure do.
So do you want to do a plug for the band as well?
Yeah, well, my band is, we just go by the Brett Noland Band, and I have a fiddle player, and she also sings with me. Her name's Bethany Hawkins-Smith. And then I have a drummer, Tyler Woosley, and a bassist, Dustin Creech. And sometimes my nephew, Trent Taylor, he kind of fills in on the cajon. So we kind of have two drummers sometimes. Nice
variety. I absolutely love it. So you were telling me about kind of your history background, how that interests you, and does that filter into your songwriting at all?
Absolutely, yeah, because, you know, where I took the Appalachian Studies stuff, and that's my minor. You know, it's all about pretty much our hometowns and communities in the mountains, and a lot of that's kind of stuff that I write about, kind of make up stories or write personal experiences from my own life, and pretty much I'm just a storyteller.
Well, I definitely want to hear some of that, so I'm assuming you're going to have some good storytelling in the songs you're going to play today, including, do you got one lined up to go first?
Absolutely.
All right,
this is one that's off of our new album. This is called I Want to Dance Under the Stars with You. Let me take you to the valley tonight, underneath that mountain moonlight, down to the fire sweeping through the air, how it would shine on your long dark hair. Well, that big old moon is up in the sky, darling, you make me feel so high. Hey honey, don't go so soon, I wanna dance under the stars with you. What's that noise? It's the wind you see. Come closer and hold on to me. Them trees swaying back and forth in the wind. That burning feeling for you won't end. Well, big old moon is up in the sky, darling, you make me feel so high. Hey honey, don't go so soon, I wanna dance under the stars with you. Jump in the creek and go for a swim. We'll float around till the sun comes again. Let's make a love on the riverside. Wait for the world to end and kiss. nights under the stars with you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I love it. So, how does that one? You said that's all original, I'm assuming. So, you wrote that. How old were you when you wrote that? Because I'm assuming you're pretty young, right?
No, I was actually, this was, I think I wrote it about a year or two ago, something like that. And just finally got to arrange it and put all the stuff in it. And it's a lot different on our album where I've got the full band with the fiddle and bass and drums and all that stuff. But yeah, this one I wrote probably about a year or two ago.
Nice. And we talked a little bit about how you studied a little bit of music theory actually in college, but really kind of the way your process works is it's more just by ear and kind of just feeling the music, right?
Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much a lot of what it is, you know, I just kind of look up the chords to something, or if I'm writing something like that, I just kind of feel what I want to hear and put words with it. But I'm always writing stuff, so I always keep my notes full, so I just always come back and write music for it later on.
Now, I have to say, before we go into the next song, I can't even chew gum and tie my shoes at the same time. So how do you do harmonica and guitar and sing, really?
Well, it's just something that I kind of learned as I went. I'm self-taught on harmonica, and I don't know, I always kind of watched Bob Dylan do his thing with that, and just kind of picked it up and got one of these head pieces and started trying it out, and I was like, well, that ain't too bad, I think I can do it. But that's what I've been playing ever since.
So I was going to ask later, but why don't you just go ahead and tell me, since you mentioned Dylan, what are some of your inspirations?
Some of my biggest influences they range from old country to old rock. On the rock side, I like Led Zeppelin, Stones, you know, Beatles, stuff like that. And then on the country side, I like Johnny Cash is my favorite, and Waylon, Willie, and George Jones, all that stuff.
Now I got to ask then, and I'm going to judge you pretty harshly for your answer, but what's your favorite Led Zeppelin album?
Probably, I would have to say Houses of the Holy, probably.
Okay, that's respectable.
Yeah.
That's a quick number 2 after Led Zeppelin 2 for me. So
yeah, that was my choice between those two. Yeah.
Well, awesome, Brett. What do you got next for us?
Next, I have another song that's off of our new record. This is one that it's definitely not one of those personal experiences songs. This is like a story about going down to Mexico.
Is this one of your newer ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is on our new record. This one is called Aztec Gold.
Alrighty, we're ready.
Heading on down to the border by way El Paso, but I got caught up in war as that damn woman done made me slow. Well, I had my briefcase in my hand while I was counting my cash flow. I was in need a man named Cortez on my way through Durango. I had forsaken my own home and the whole road I was on, looking for my fair share of that Aztec gold. Coal City, and a brothel outside of town. With my newfound earnings from Durango, well, I bought everyone around. And I can see the shores of Acapulco and the light of the shimmering sun. Ain't no one gonna turn me around until the world knows that I'm done. I had forsaken my own home and the goodness of my soul, looking for my fair share of that Aztec gold. Yes, I have forsaken my own home and the goodness of my soul, looking for my fair share of that Aztec gold.
Thank you.
That one, Brett, I liked because at first I heard some Spanish influences and then
Yeah.
a little bit of like the Americana, and so that one kind of spans some genres, right?
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of different influences. It's hard to escape all your influences. They come out in all different songs that you write. But yeah, that seems to be a real popular one off our new album, which is one of the Mighty Falls, Brett Nolan, and it just recently hit number 11 on the Americana charts on the Airplay Direct, global DJ station or whatever. So
That's a big deal. Congratulations.
sure appreciate it. We was pretty happy about that.
I mean, did that kind of come out of nowhere? Like, how do you really can't plan for anything like that. It's all, I mean, I don't want to say luck because obviously a lot of it's talent, but you just never know.
Oh yeah, I had no idea about it. I mean, before I knew it, I got on there looking, and there were DJs that were downloading our stuff in like Germany and Vietnam and France and all this other stuff, and I had to record a radio like promotion thing for a station somewhere in France. I couldn't even pronounce the name of it, but it's pretty cool, I thought.
So there's people across the pond listening to you and your band.
As far as I know, yep.
Awesome. So before we do your last song, kind of shout out to Estill County. You grew up there your whole life, right?
Yep, sure it was. Yep, grew up ever since I was born there. Been in the same spot, same farm.
Any plans to leave?
If it comes down to it, to play music, kind of tour around and stuff, I can do it. But I definitely have to come back for sure. That's always gonna be my home.
And of course, we will be seeing you. Not sure when this will come out, but Bearded Man Festival is your next gig, right? You want to do a plug for that?
Yeah, we're playing the Bearded Man Festival on Saturday, August 18th, and I'll have my full band there, and we'll be the closing one, so we're pretty excited about that show.
Have you ever played a festival before?
Oh, yeah, I've played a couple different ones. Yeah, it's something that's a little different than regular gigs, but I definitely like it a lot.
Yeah, there's something about getting to see so many different acts in one day, and that's why the festival thing is kind of honestly blown up recently.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we're starting to get some good hometown ones. So we are excited for Bearded Man. We will be there for sure. So
That's awesome.
all right, Brett, you got one more for us?
Yeah, I got one more. This is a song that's actually not on my new record. It's got a little backstory behind it. This is a song that I wrote about some distant kinfolk that did time in prison back in the day, and I found some stuff that they had made while they were in there. They made like a little log cabin made out of like soap and pencils and toothpicks and stuff, and then I found a wallet that they had made out of folding up Raleigh cigarette packs. So I found all that stuff, and then I kind of wrote this song about it. It's called A Little Log Cabin.
It's the story of a man that we all know. He grew up right on down the road, an honest, hard-working, decent man. till he got caught up in his enterprise that he took up to keep his family alive. Much to his surprise, he was sentenced 3 to 5. And that prison cell was lonesome and cold, and his cellmate was gray and old, and he wondered if he'd ever make it out of there. He tried to keep his mind occupied by crossing off the days till he'd be outside, but it didn't work, so he used his hands to build back what he'd lost. It was a little log cabin made of toothpicks and matches, and a steady hand that came from solitude. And on top of that, he made a wallet from old Raleigh's cigarette packs. But it didn't change the fact, life behind those bars was rather crude. In the prison yard he sat alone and dreamed of the things that he left at home, like his wife and kids, half of his sanity. He used to have a life and a piece of land, but now all he's got's what's in his hands, and that ain't much in a 6x8 room. He kept his mind busy with the prison crafts, just trying to forget the past, keep to himself for the rest of his time. But the inmates wouldn't leave him alone. He had to fight for the right for his mind to roam, dream of the day that he left this hell behind. It was a little log cabin made of toothpicks and matches, and a steady hand that came from solitude. And on top of that, he made a wallet from old Raleigh's cigarette packs. But it didn't change the fact, life behind those bars is rather crude.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
So, Brett, the biggest takeaway as I'm listening to you play and getting to talk to you and everything is you really are a storyteller. And I love that. Like with that last one, you just took something that you said was a distant memory kind of, and like a whole song unfolded from that, right?
Yeah, that's how a lot of my writing process works, is I'll just find something like that or hear an old story from the family or, about other people and just try to write a story about it from the eyes of others,
I love it. It's very impressive. So glad to have you on the show. Is there anything else you want to add or plug before we sign off here?
I believe I've covered about everything as far as I know.
You have. So no plans to slow down anytime soon, right? You're going to keep going?
Not.
I know you said you've got your degree, which is amazing, and obviously you're a smarty pants, summa cum laude and everything. But music is what you love, right? And you're going to pursue that to the fullest?
Oh, yeah, that's what I love, and they'll have to drag me off that stage before I come off.
Awesome. That's exactly what we want to hear. Well, Brett, thank you so much for being on Musical Musings. We really appreciate meeting you. And like I said, you've been so easygoing and working with us, so we appreciate it.
Well, I sure appreciate y'all having me.
Always good to have a local boy on the show, too, of course.
Well, I hope to be back sometime soon.
All righty. Well, that was another edition of Musical Musings for WBON TV. I'm Marissa Hempel signing off.